What is going on YouTube? Fesify Media. Don't forget to press that subscribe button. I got a lot of videos coming. It's all the latest hip hop news, crime news and story videos. In this video we're going to be talking about Bandokay's dad, Mark Duggan. Well, not even Bandokay's dad, he has his own story and legacy left behind. A lot of guys don't know about it. Certain rappers have dissed him and this is his story. He was born the 15th of September 1981. He grew up in Broadwater Farm, mixed heritage, Irish and African descent. Between the ages of 12 and 17 he lived with his auntie. His auntie was married to someone called Desmond Noonan. If you know who that is, it was a gangster, it's a proper OG gangster from back in the day. As far as his criminal activity, I'm not going to paint a picture like he was some crook. He was a family man. He had to do what he had to do and he was involved in certain things from his area. But listen, he weren't no criminal, like out and out criminal. But there were some things he was involved in, like gangs. He was a founder of a member of North London's Star Gang. It was a gang in Tottenham called the Mandem Gang as well. Police sources had said he was a well-known gangster and a major player in Tottenham. He was very known to police. He was actually being watched by Trident, which is serious, that's with firearms. He was under surveillance. They thought he was going to go kill someone in retaliation of a crime that was committed where his cousin got killed, Kevin Easton, who was stabbed to death outside a bar in East London. That was in March 2011. He was described as being increasingly paranoid. Anyone would be. If their family got killed and you was part of the gang or the unit with them, you'd be scared it would happen to you. So listen, him being paranoid is one thing, but you know what I mean, it doesn't mean he's going to carry weapons on him, which they suspected later. After his death, he was described as the police as a drug dealer. They started to paint a more of a negative picture, but let's get into what happened to him. On the 4th of August 2011, Duggan was making his way home in a taxi cab at 6:15. He was pulled over by the police and stopped the cab due to him being suspected of firearms and being associated with him. Like I said earlier, he was being traced and watched by Trident. According to the police officer that stopped him, a firearms officer named Kevin Foster, said at trial he got out the cab with a self-loading pistol at his waistband. The taxi driver said Duggan had got out and left the car and run. The taxi driver had also said the police had threatened to shoot him if he did not stop what he was doing. It was said that he was trying to dispose of the firearm that he had on him. The police fired shots at him twice, hitting him in the biceps and chest, the chest shot killing him, and there was no firearm actually found. Paramedics had come to the scene, London's ambulance service, and they had actually pronounced him dead at the scene at 6:41. One of the police officers that was surrounding him when he first got out the taxi was hit by a bullet which lodged in his radio. He was taken to the hospital and he was fine, but that did not come from Duggan. They had thought it had because they suspected him having a fire on him and become of a fellow police officer. It wasn't actually him.
Science Service have so far confirmed that the bullet lodged in the MPS radio is a jacketed round. This is a police issue bullet, and whilst it is still subject to DNA analysis, it is consistent with having been fired from an MPS Heckler & Koch MP5.
But later on, a gun was actually found at the scene, which they linked to Mark through all sorts of things that happened previously with that weapon, and they found also his fingerprints on a cardboard box that allegedly bought it. Well, they did link it to him, but the family of Mark do say they think the police planted it there. Witnesses even said they had seen police throw something over the fence, but this was not confirmed in court or proven, and the police officer said he was offended that was even accusing him of that. A couple days after London riots come where people were just outbursting, smashing things to pieces, buildings were getting set on fire, police were getting attacked in the name of Mark and what happened to him. People were just absolutely disgusted. I do not condemn anything that happened. A lot of people went to jail and a lot of people had their businesses smashed to pieces for no reason, just out of anger in the community, which is never good. But listen, it was nice to see that people could pull together and not let police get away with it. To this day, would there have been more police shootings and stuff like that if this didn't happen? Did it do something for us? Listen, that can be debated. Obviously, there was a lot of negative, a lot of people wasted time sitting in jail cells overdoing the riots and many more things like that. But his son Bandokay is definitely carrying the torch in terms of getting your voice heard. Not many rap songs these come out really addressing the issue or talking on it. People had dissed his dad before and stuff like that, but listen, he lost his father at a very young age. It's very sensitive to hit that nerve, and that could bring the worst out of someone. So I don't like it when I see stuff like that, but I understand rappers want to go hard and go at each other as much as they can and dig dirt on you. Listen, I covered up a 5-minute video just talking about the basis of what happened. This is a rough video just overviewing the summary because people were dissing him and stuff. I wanted to tell Mark's story, but if you want to see a full documentary, 30 minutes long, 25 minutes long, where I go into details on the case, every little bit and piece of what happened and really go into detail, it's going to take me a couple days to make it. So if this video gets 500 likes, I will make that, but it will take me a very long time and I'll bring out a documentary on the whole situation. Subscribe to the channel for all the latest story videos, updates and more, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace out.